Welcome back. This is Dan Havey with CFninjaHacks, and in this video we're going to look at setting up upsells and downsells, and then we're going to look at how you can take advantage of that and be able to send people emails who did not buy the upsell or the downsell. So the first thing we have to do is we have to create a new funnel step. So we will just do this, and we will call our first one upsell number 1, and we will create that funnel step. And as always, if you like my videos, hit the subscribe button down here in the lower right hand corner, and we'll get our upsell coming up. And again, you always want to make sure you pick the right funnel type. So once it's done loading, and we'll come up to sales and then down to one-click upsell. And it's very important in this case here that you do pick an upsell or a downsell depending on what you want. And I'll show you why in a minute that it's important that you pick that. So let me actually click on the one-click upsell, and then we will find our template and we will select that template. Now, what I want to do is I want to set up a series of upsells and downsells, so I'm going to pause the video for a minute while I get those set up. And now we'll jump back in and we will set up the last one of our downsells, downsell number 2. And again, make sure we come into sales, and in this case here, we come down to one-click downsell, and then we're going to select our blank template as always. And then there's one last page you want to add. It's either going to be a thank you page or a confirmation page. And in this case here, we're going to use the confirmation page, even though there are some issues with it really. But I think it's best here to use the confirmation page type. So we'll go in and choose that page type, which is again under sales all the way down here at the bottom. And I don't believe I have a blank for this one. Let's see if there's a blank one. Here's a really simple one, so we will select this page. Okay, so this is how it works. You want to have your order form, whether it's the 1-step or the 2-step. We can move these around here. So let's say we have our 1-step order form. The next page you want in the funnel, or you could have this page link to this page. That's always acceptable too. But it'll go from the 1-step order form to the upsell. If they purchase the upsell, they will skip the downsell and they will come around and they will go to upsell number 1. So if they take, upsell number 2. So if they take upsell 1, they go to upsell 2. If they take upsell 2, they go to the confirmation page. Now, let's say they don't take upsell number 1, but they do take downsell number 1. Well, from downsell number 1, they will go to upsell number 2. And again, if they take that, they will go to confirmation. But if they bought downsell number 1 and they do not buy upsell number 2, they will go to downsell number 2. Now, what I'm pretty sure that happens is, and you're going to want to test this, if they come in and they don't take upsell number 1 and they don't take downsell number 1, I'm pretty sure at that point it kicks them to the confirmation page and they won't even see upsell number 2 or downsell number 2. So that's why you have to use these specific page types, because it knows where to send somebody based upon the results that they've gotten up to that point. So again, if they buy upsell 1, they go to upsell 2. If they don't buy upsell 1, they go to downsell 1. And if they don't buy downsell number 1, they go to the confirmation page. But if they buy either of these two number 1s, they will go to upsell number 2. If they don't buy that, they go to downsell number 2. And no matter what they do here, they will go to the confirmation page. So now let's jump into upsell number 1, and I'll show you how to set this up. So we'll come in and edit the page. And again, because it's a blank page, we'll just build out something real quick. So we'll just drop in a section, make that full width. And again, we'll put in a 1-column row, and we'll just put a headline element in here so that it looks like what a page would normally look like. And then once we get everything set up, then we're going to come back through. Once we get the products all set up, we're going to come back through and take a look at how we can set this up again. So now let's go underneath here and let's just put in a subheadline, and then let's also put in a button. And then below that, we're going to put in one more subheadline. Because this is what's going to happen. Now, obviously, this is going to be a full-blown sales page. You're going to have all the stuff on here. You're going to have your videos. You're going to have all of that. But when somebody comes in here, they're going to have an option of either buying or not buying. It's pretty much your only thing you can do on this page. So let's say here, this button is our Yes, I Want to Buy link. So we go here and we go to set the action. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on a product up here. But right now we don't have a product set up. Now, once we get the product set up, we'll come back in and we'll take a look at this again. But you would click on the product right here. And you see it says yes link for OTO. So if we click out of this and we hover over it, look down, way down here at the bottom, you're going to see at the end of that URL at the bottom, it says hashtag yes-link. And that's what activates the OTO, whether it's an upsell or a downsell, the yes link will activate the purchase of the product. So how this works, and I'm pretty sure this only works in Stripe. I know it does not work with PayPal. But with Stripe keeps what they call in ClickFunnels the CFUVID, which basically says that once somebody purchases a product, if you give them a yes link after that, and assuming that their credit card is still an active, valid credit card, they will automatically purchase that item just simply by clicking on this link. They never have to enter their credit card information again. That's why these upsells and downsells are so powerful. So right here, if somebody clicks on that link, whatever product is associated with this page, which we'll set up in a minute or in the next video, that product will be automatically purchased. Now, because we have this hashtag yes-link, we could come up here and we can also do the exact same thing by making this line a hyperlink. All we have to do is put in yes-link, which means that anywhere in a funnel that you have this yes-link, the person who's on this page, as long as they've purchased something from you before, and they are also, let me think here. Well, if they bought from you before, and the CFUVID is set, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute, they will purchase again just simply by clicking that link. And then if they don't choose to have it, we always have something down here, no thanks, I don't want to be successful. Something like that. You always want to kind of make it a negative thing, but not too negative that you drive people away. And so we just come in and we do just the opposite. We put in no-link. So that somebody, if they come in here, instead of clicking on this and getting the yes link, they come down here and they say, no, I don't want it. And you'll see down here at the bottom, it will show as no-link. Now, all of the upsells and downsells, it doesn't matter what they are, you use exactly the same thing. You use either a yes link or a no link to have them either purchase or decline. So again, in this case here, because we are on upsell number 1, if somebody were to click yes, they would then go to upsell number 2. But if they click no, they're going to go to downsell number 1. So what I'm going to do again is I'm going to pause the video for a minute, and I'm going to go and set up the other yes and no's on the other upsells and downsells just so that we can have a completed funnel. Okay, so now I have all of the upsells and downsells all set up. And one thing you're going to notice, whether it's a 2-step, a 1-step order form, and you see here I split these two out now, whether it's an upsell or a downsell, all of them will have the products tab, and we'll be going into this in great detail once we get into the product setup themselves, which should be the next video. But let's just go back into each one of these tabs. And the reason why I was showing you that is if it does not show the products tab here on any one of these pages that we just set up, the order forms or the OTOs, the upsells or the downsells, if it does not show products here, you'll know that you used the wrong type of page. And so if you did that, if you accidentally did an opt-in page or something like that, just save out the sections that you created and then just save them as a personal template and then use them after you create the proper order form page, the proper upsell or downsell page. Once you have that created, then just grab those sections that you saved and just pull them into this form. Now, here's the part I want to show you where this starts getting really cool. I mean, the whole upsell, downsell, and bouncing back and forth, depending on whether they clicked on the yes link or the no link. And that's all really cool. But what's even cooler is this. So let's say somebody comes into, well, let's just say this upsell number 1. This works the exact same, whether it's an order form or an upsell or a downsell. You can come into your automations tab. And again, depending on whether you're on the 297 plan or the 97 plan, what you see in here may be a little bit different. I'm on the 297 plan, but you can come into this automation here and you see a couple of things that you wouldn't have seen before. And that's like here, it says saw page but didn't purchase or purchased or everyone. So you can set up a list, you can set up email sequences, SMS texts, or whatever, based upon the actions that they performed on the page. So this person here comes in, they buy your product on step number 1, and then they come in here to the upsell, and they purchased it. So you can set up people on a list of those people who purchased it. So they're going to get a certain email sequence going forward because they're going to be added to a particular list. But you can also have here saw but didn't purchase, where we can set up an email where we send them back to this page, and that's what we're going to focus on right now. So let's do a couple things first. So we're going to, let's say we want to add this person to a list. So we're going to call this list, let me see here. So we got upsell number 1 didn't purchase. And we're going to put in a condition here, saw page but didn't purchase. And we got ClickFunnels internal, of course. We're going to add them to a list. And we're just going to pick a list name because I didn't create one specifically for this. So we add them to a list. Of course, you could remove them from a list, add a tag, or remove a tag. But for more information on how to use the automation tab, just to go and find that training in this membership site. So what we want to do is we want to add this person to the list if they saw but didn't purchase. Now, normally you want to give a little bit of a delay on that. You don't want it happening right away because you don't want this email being sent out right away. So let's say we want to just do this 30 minutes from now, half an hour. So we're going to put in 0.5 hours. And then we're going to go back to the settings and we're just going to click on create the funnel action. Now we'll reload the page because there's a little glitch inside of ClickFunnels where it doesn't always pop up right away. Okay, so now this person got added to this list. Now what we want to do is we want to send them an email. So we're going to add a new email, and the from name is going to, of course, be me. And the subject line, we're going to have here, hey, saw you didn't buy. Let's just put that in for now. Okay, and we set up our SMTP. We pick which one we want, and we're going to send this to all people, except for the condition is saw page but didn't purchase. So only people who saw the page but didn't purchase. And again, let's put in half an hour on this delay as well and come back. And now come down, we can pick out a template. Like I said, I'm pretty sure if you're on the $97 plan, you don't have the templates like this, but you do have a different type of an editor. It's not nearly as robust as this, but you do have a different type of an editor. So let's just say we're going to use this template right here. So we selected it and we're going to say create our email. Now we're going to come back in and we're going to edit. And we're going to open the email editor. And all we're going to do is, let me just see here. Let me just put in a new text box here. Let's just put in a text headline and drag that up to the top. And I'll just delete this out. That's fine. And delete this. Okay, so now what we want to do is let's edit this. So first thing I want a bigger font size just so we can see what we're working on. But what we're going to do is this. We're going to tell somebody if they have not purchased this yet that we want them to go back to that page and to purchase it again. So, or you could send them, frankly, you could send them to a different funnel. You could send them anywhere. This can be used in multiple different ways. The whole idea is that once somebody purchases and they are in Stripe and they have their CFUVID set, once they have that, you can send them anywhere to any page in any funnel and be able to put in a one-click upsell. So you could have a funnel that all it is just one page in there, and it's just a one-time offer. You could just say, oh, hey, we're having this special this week, and I know you already purchased XYZ product. Well, this other product goes along with it really great. Just go over there, click the button, and everything will be taken care of. So let me show you how to set that up. So the first thing we have to do is we have to save this funnel, save that email, and bounce out of here, and we need to close this because what we need to do is we need to get the URL for this page. So let's go into Overview, and we will just grab out the URL for this page. We will copy that, and we will go back into our Automation tab, and we will come down and we will open up that email editor once again. And let's say we want this entire thing here as a hyperlink. So we will click on it. We will click the little chain. We'll take that out. We will put in our link. And then what we're going to do, first off, there would have been a problem here because there was a bunch of spaces at the end. But now we're going to go find a little bit of text that we need to put in here. And it's very simple. It's $CF UVID, all lowercase, equals hashtag CF UVID, hashtag all uppercase. So we just copy that out, and we will come back into this, go to the end of the URL, and paste that in. Now what's going to happen is when somebody clicks that, they're going to go to that upsell number 1, and the CFUVID equals, what will happen is where between the hashtags there, it will put in like a 36-digit or characters beyond that, which will indicate to ClickFunnels and Stripe that this person has already purchased. They have a purchase token set, and because of that, Stripe will find that person and will charge their credit card without having to put in another credit card form of any sort. So we will just save that, and we will close it. So now the next thing we have to do is we have to set up all of the products, and that will be in the next video. So again, if you liked my videos, just click on subscribe down here in the right-hand corner. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Have a great day.